non-state actors, as citizens, as Africans, we must play our role from wherever we are. The media will do the role of popularizing, whereas legislators should do their work. We in non-governmental organizations should do their work as well, the youth and all other...
10. So the question is, what is the current position? What has been done by Parliament? This was the first time to get exposed to ACDEG. And I think organizations like ACDEG should take an active role to ensure that parliamentarians are capacitated in terms of understanding this charter. So I'm actually appealing to ACDEG to organize maybe a workshop where they can bring awareness to parliamentarians so that we can implement the articles in the charter.
Many people, they are not aware of ACDEG. If you go out there, they are not aware. And also we have realized that there is a gap in terms of the youth who are living in rural areas and remote areas, which needs, so there is need for scaling up of our reaching out programs to those youth who are in those areas so that they may know about the ACDEG, because we cannot push for something that...
As young people, we have a generational mandate that is either we take it up or we betray ourselves. And as we constitute 65% of Zimbabwe, I would want a Zimbabwe that has good governance, that is democratic in terms of in each every institution. We would also want free and fair elections. We would also want spaces that are free for young people. We would also want a government that caters for young people. We want a Zimbabwe that is accommodative to each and every human being, that respects human rights, that also respects the views of people, that has freedom of expression.
So far, nothing much has been done. Most persons with disabilities still do not have much knowledge about this charter.
I think it's also important for young people to be proactive. So instead of waiting to be engaged, let's go ourselves to these authorities and bring about solutions, because we have an understanding of what is going in our societies and in our communities, and we know the issues that we want them to address.
So we were trained in April about ACDEG, and after that training, we have seen a lot of stories being produced about ACDEG. But then those stories are mostly in the private media. The reason being that ACDEG has got certain issues that have to do with elections, with democracy, with human rights, issues to do with unconstitutional changes of government, if you look at Article 23, and those are issues that are mainly covered by the private media.
Right, my question is that since there is different editorial slants for the different media houses, can't we have a situation whereby when we're dealing with ACDEG issues, we just declare them apolitical issues, and when you're writing them, there is no inclination to a certain party? Because the public wants to benefit, they want information regards ACDEG. And if we attach political connotations to it, as we follow the editorial slant, are we not going to misinform or disinform the nation?
Does a promise to marry constitute a marriage? No.
No.
But if you've already engaged someone and the marriage is 6 months away, shouldn't you behave like you're married and at least be faithful and all that, even before you've said the vows? So I think if you've made indications, even if you've not yet domesticated, in this case exchanging vows, I think you owe it to that person, in this case to the treaty, to act in ways, the good faith doctrine.
Then it goes to the Ministry of Justice and Foreign Affairs, these two ministries. We do the legal, the statutory instruments of this. then it goes to the president for signing. Having been signed by the president, it is then deposited with the chairperson of the African Union Commission. It is then when we say Zimbabwe has ratified and deposited the instrument with the African Union, and it is now a state party to this. But as of now, we are not yet a state party to this, because we haven't ratified this.
Now, the treaty is with the Ministry of Justice. The reason for the delay, I think, is because we've got so many things at hand that we're dealing with right now. So it won't be possible to rush. We have to take time.
So it simply means, yes, we might not have ratified, but we are following certain principles as a way of showing our intention to be bound by it.
Why ACDEG? The relationship between elections, good governance, and social justice cannot be overemphasized. So the assumption is that elections, particularly elections that are not disputed, can produce a society that can lead to social and economic justice. So that is our interest. Remember, I said there's Action 8 Zimbabwe, there's Action 8 globally. We are for social justice, and we unapologetically side with the poor and those living in exclusion.
We actually work with civil society organizations. And I think the last time we had about 45. And it includes youth organizations. But we can, that does not mean we will not increase participating with other organizations that have not been doing it.
For the fact that we were able to move in that direction and that they all responded positively is indicative of the fact that we can work together.
There's a Zimbabwe Electoral Commission, an institution mandated to conduct elections. What we have done, and more so coming out of the 2018 elections, is that we had various review workshops and said, let's target civil society organizations and let's hear what they have to say about what happened. Let's speak to faith-based organizations. Let's speak to people with disabilities, as well as speaking to political parties themselves. And from there, they emerged a number of issues for electoral reform. And as the institution mandated to conduct elections, we have come up with a whole gamut of proposals.